What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Mint Hunter Comics, and I had an awesome CGC unboxing earlier this week, so I decided we'll mess it up with this really disappointing CGC unboxing here. 14 months it took to get back to me, and it is what I would consider probably my worst CGC submission I've ever done. Not a single 9/8 in the batch. That is a first for me. But we are going to put a positive spin on a negative situation. I'm going to keep some, and some I'm going to give away to kids interested in getting into this hobby. One man's kind of disappointments could end up being some kids' treasure. Let's get into it. Don't forget about the 20,000 subscriber giveaway. You're going to get Superboy 0 and Superboy 9. First cameo and first full appearance of King Shark. Alright, first book, we got Green Lantern Corps 211. It unfortunately is not one of the ones I already have. If you know my channel, you know that I'm trying to get Green Lantern 100 all the way up to the end of the run in 9.8s if I can help it. Taken many years, and I'm a little over probably 70% there. We got the 9.6. That is going to be a keeper. I do not have this book in anything higher. CGC's finally started noting when things are newsstand edition. They used to only do that if the book was particularly rare for the newsstand, so it's cool to see that. 9.6, that one is a keeper. Until I can get a 9.8, that's staying in the collection. Green Lantern 170. Now this is one that I recently bought as a 9.8. The submission is so old that I forgot which ones I had. Glad that I did, because this one got a 9.2 off-white to white pages. I'll showcase that for you there for just a minute. And that one is going to go in the giveaway pile. I do have a 9.8, so I literally already have that book. One of my favorite keys, actually, it's Green Lantern Corps Annual 2. It says, first appearance of Cole, Sodom Yacht, and Ranks, the Sentient City. Introduction of the Prophecy of the Blackest Night. Definitely a cool key. It's a Steve Englehart and Alan Moore situation. There's a couple more stories in there. This got the 9.4. Now, I actually do have a 9.8 of this book, but this is one of my more favorite books. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. We'll revisit that at the end. I want to make sure we get enough donations to kids, so we'll come back to that one. Here we got Tales of Green Lantern Corps number 2. This is the first appearance of Necron, one of my favorite DC villains, one of the biggest bads in the book. And this one is a direct edition. I actually have a CBCS 9.8 and a CGC 9.8. So even if this got the 9.8, I still would have given it away. Did get the 9.0. Not bad. Yeah, anything in the 9s is good. It's just not what I had in mind. Not what I had in mind for my collection. So that one's going in the donation pile. Green Lantern Corps. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Oh, I got another one here. The exact same book. This one's the newsstand edition. I think some kids are going to be really into this. This is definitely really cool. Something that they could really enjoy. That one's another one for the kids. Get another one going here. Not too many keepers, unfortunately. All right, so Green Lantern 134 from 1980. Obviously, you know it didn't get the 9.8. Yeah, it got the 9.6. I think it's off-white, 2 white pages. I don't have that one. So that one I am going to put into the keep PC pile. I will continue to try to get a 9.8 of that book. If not, I'll still take a 9.6. Let's not forget how nice a 9.6 is. It is a hair away from a 9.8. Still, when you're collecting an entire run that you're trying to get 9.8s of, you're dooming yourself for disappointment, really. I'm just going to stop hiding the grades, really. Okay, Green Lantern Corps 213. Another one I don't have. 9.4 doesn't quite cut it for me. My collection is trying to be 9.8. Although I take 9.6s, so 9.4 just doesn't make the cutoff. There are only specific situations in which my Green Lantern collection, I'm keeping 9.4s. All the early Bronze and Silver Age stuff, I take whatever grade. I'll take a 1.0, I don't care. But moderns, I hold it to a higher standard. That's getting donated. Newsstand edition. All right. Wow, how could I be so off here? Especially how gorgeous this thing looks. What the heck? Alright, Green Lantern 208 from 1987, newsstand edition. Just so you know, everything in here I thought actually stood a chance at getting a 9.8. So either I was just on drugs when I got this submission done, or really I don't know what, but that is getting donated. Okay, so we got a Tales of the Green Lantern Corps annual, and that is actually a mistake. They, CGC made a error here. They called this Tales of the Green Lantern Corps Annual Number 1. This is actually Annual Number 2. I actually have the same exact book right here. So, I'd like to donate that one because I have a 9.4 right here, but instead of donating it, unfortunately, I have to send that back to CGC. I'm going to have to ask them to correct those notes because they've got it listed as the wrong book. Alright, I'll still put it in the donation pile. Green Lantern 169, I already know that I have a 9.8 of this in my collection, so even if this were a 9.8, I'd be giving it away. 9.2 white pager. Cool cover, for the kids. Jeez, I only have 2 keepers. That's not great. That's not good, man. Ooh, I submitted Batman books in this run? Okay. Batman 429, A Death of the Family, Part 4. I don't know if I actually have that in my collection yet, so I'll probably keep that. I know I've got a bunch of 428s, but I don't have that full run. Oh, that's a disappointment. I thought this could legitimately get a 9.8. 428, it's the death of Jason Todd. Still, that's a respectable grade for that book, but it's just not what I was hoping for. 428 and 429 both got the 9.2. Uh-oh, I'm seeing a trend. Despite the fact that these were all from a different place, I think CGC might have gotten a little lazy on this one and compiled all the same grade together. 9.2 of Batman 427, which is part 2 of Death in the Family. Let's see if part 1's in here. Yep, and it's a 9.2. It is the newsstand edition, but it's part 1 of Death in the Family. It looks like they just slapped 9.2 on everything for that whole little mini-series there. They're all from different places, so I'm not sure why they give them all the same grade. I find that highly unlikely. As I've mentioned before, don't submit the same comic to CGC. Also, sometimes you want to avoid submitting entire mini-series. That's a keeper. I'm going to sell that all as a batch. It's the first appearance of Aricia, otherwise known as Orisha. I'll be curious to see how they pronounce it in the Green Lantern show once that comes out. Tales of Green Lantern Corps number 1. First appearance of Orisha. 9.4 white pages. I should probably, if I was smart, keep that because it's like a $100 book even as a 9.4. But no, we're going to give it to the kids because I already got a 9.8. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps Annual Number 1. This is the real actual Annual Number 1, not the fake one that they have to change. 9.4. I'm afraid that won't do it. Kids. Oh, we got another first appearance of Necron. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps Number 2. First appearance of Necron. This one got the 8.5. So we got a 9.0, a 9.0, and an 8.5. This one's a direct edition. Kids. Okay, we're getting close here. Oh no! Batman 404. You've heard me say on this channel, every time I have sent this book to CGC, I have gotten the 9.8 every time. I think this is probably the 5th one I've ever sent in, and for the first time ever, I was wrong. Did not get the 9.8, got the 9.2. Why are they giving all my Batman books 9.2s? Actually, you know what? This has a little oddity up on the top right on the back. So, alright, fine. I guess that would knock it down to a 9.2. That's a gorgeous 9.2. One of the best I've ever seen. For the kids, first appearance of Maxwell Lord. Justice League number 1 from 1987. I do not have this in my collection right now, so I think that is going to be a PC book. Would have liked the 9.8, but 9.6 I am happy with for a book like that. That is a keeper. Green Lantern 215. That is another one I am missing from my personal collection. So until I get a 9.8, that one is going to be staying in the personal collection. That's random. That's not Green Lantern at all. New Mutants #1. Origin of Karma. Second appearance of the New Mutants. It got an 8.5. Not what I was looking for. I think for that one, we are going to, despite the fact that I don't have it in my personal collection, we're going to give that one to some kids. That's going to be a fun video. I can't wait for that one to come out. Alright, and then we got Green Lantern Corps 223. Is that the second to last issue? Maybe I'm tripping. History of the Gardens. It is the newsstand edition. I'm getting the 9.6, and I do not have that in my Green Lantern collection. So that is staying. Alright, we got Green Lantern 178. It's the first appearance of the Predator in cameo on the last page. This was one I was really hoping for a 9.8. Obviously, it didn't get it. So I have to keep it. I have to. That one's going to the PC. I'm going to keep trying for a 9.8 of that, though. This is another one I have a 9.8 of. We got Green Lantern 159. So it's totally fine by me that we donate that one to some kids. What I'm going to be doing, folks, is I'm going to arrange another, I'll ask Cyborg 1 or Phantasm Comics if I can stand outside for an hour, basically, like I did with the Christmas video, and give comics away to some kids. We'll see if they let me do that. If so, I'll announce the date, and you can come into town, maybe bring your kids, see if you can win one of these. Captain Carrot #1. Just a reminder, that's not his first appearance. That's just Captain Carrot #1. His first appearance was New Teen Titans 16. I do not actually have this in my collection right now, and I know you all know how much I love Captain Carrot. However, in the spirit of what we're doing here, I find it only right that we should probably give that one to the kids. So when I do that, I'll announce it, and you can come out. I'm not giving comics away to adults on this one. The whole point of this is turning a negative into a positive. So we're giving these to kids. And you know what? Why don't we say screw it? Even though this might be a very valuable book in a 9.4, it's the first prophecy of the Blackest Night. Let's go ahead and give it to some kids. Alright, so the total count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books we're going to be keeping for the PC. 15 books were given away to the community, to the next generation of us. So I can't wait to do it. Is it a massive financial loss? Of course. Am I probably stupid for doing that? Of course. But it is going to be fun, and I do believe in giving back to this community, so let's do it. That's going to be an awesome video. As always, guys, keep on hunting, and don't get discouraged if you have a whack submission. It happens.